Morning friends, thought I'd bring you along today for a day in my life. It is just before 8 a.m. and I have to confess I'm not always out at this hour, but my cat keeps waking me up early. I work for a fully remote company and each year we do a virtual 5K. So basically everyone runs 5Ks during the same week and then we compare times, and that's how the race works. It's coming up in a few weeks, so I am training for it, which for me means attempting to go on one run per week. I'm not much of a runner, but the past couple of times I've been out, I have managed to run the whole 5Ks without stopping, so that's our goal for today. I'm going to do it right here on the riverbed in Valencia. Managed to run the whole way and it was a bit faster than last week, so I'm happy. Now let's go get a coffee. I'm going to start my morning by doing some work on the charts for my next income report. This is one of my favorite pieces of content I make each year. I love tracking income, looking at what's changed, and every year I try and add one new income source into the mix as well. And so that'll be a video coming soon, but right now I'm just working on, here's a little sneak peek. These are all the charts from it, and I've got all the previous year's data in here too, where you can see how things have grown, which is really exciting to have been tracking this for so long and have all that data. Then I guess I need to actually write the report at some point, because it exists primarily on my blog, although the past few years I have also made a YouTube video about it, so that will be coming also maybe next week. This cat, I'm trying to get him in the habit of, come here bud. I'm trying to get him in the habit of having his wet food at lunchtime so that he doesn't associate me getting up in the morning with having his wet food and then meow and wake me up at 6:30. It's not working out great so far, but I'm gonna stick with it. All right, we're gonna go and, excuse me, Seb. We're gonna go work on these charts now. Okay, I think it is going to be a 2 coffee kind of day. I usually try and stick to just one to limit the caffeine intake. But this evening I am hosting a live stream. Here it is, starting in 6 hours, 38 minutes. Myself and Issa, my workmate, are hosting it. And we're going to be the virtual event hosts for some exciting announcements that we're making at Craft Commerce, which is ConvertKit's annual creator conference. I'm very excited about this. We've been working towards a launch of a new feature for a while. And as part of it, we've created a brand new website with a really cool interaction experience that maybe I'll show you later in this video. I don't know why I feel like I need to keep it secret right now, even though this video is obviously going live after the launch. I don't know. Anyway, I think I need another coffee before I get into my work for the day. I finished those images and then I booked a flight. Actually, I'm going to Config, which might be next week by the time you see this. So if you're gonna be there, hit me up. But after the conference, I'm gonna head to Vancouver Island and hang out with my Design Life co-host slash best friend Femke for a little bit. And I had not yet bought my flight from San Francisco to Vancouver, so that is done now. Better late than never. I probably paid way too much for it because I left it so long. The cat has calmed down somewhat, and so I think now is a good time to feed him. Did he just understand me when I said that? Made a good start on my workday, caught up on communications, made a good start on some manager admin type things that I need to do today. But the top priority for me today is to feel prepared for this live stream that we're doing later. We have a rough agenda, and it's going to be a mix of myself and Issa presenting on Zoom. Then we're going to cut to Craft Commerce where Nathan's giving his keynote, come back to us to do a Q&A. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces, and I wanted to make sure that as a presenter I have backup things to pull from if there's any delays in the in-person stuff that we need to buffer for time or anything like that. So next I'm gonna flesh out our outline a little bit more. Not write a script because I think that sounds weird when you're doing a live stream, but definitely to just make sure I feel more prepared about what I need to say and what I need to communicate. First though, it's lunchtime and I want to try a new burger place, so let's go do that. got myself all dolled up and ready for the live stream, and now we are about to start our last minute equipment test. We are having trouble with the link, so I'm very glad that we're doing the test. Whew, that was like an hour of testing, but we got it sorted. I didn't particularly want to spend a whole hour on Zoom before I go and spend like another 2 hours on Zoom presenting live, but I do have about just under an hour gap now, so I'm actually gonna try step away from my screen a bit, might go sit outside, read a little bit, get some fresh air so that I can come back fresh. Turns out I'm not really gonna get anything else done today, I don't think, other than this live stream. But I think that if I can do a good job of this and we as a company have a successful launch, then I'll be happy. Ooh, before I go sit outside a little bit though, let me show you that secret thing that I was talking about earlier, because as we get closer to launch time, it's not feeling so secret anymore. So this is the Creator Network website that we've created. Creator Network is a new feature inside ConvertKit where basically creators can partner with each other to recommend each other. If you've signed up for my newsletter sometime in the past month, or if you go do it right now, then you'll see a little modal with folks who I recommend, whose content I like, who I admire. So this is the public facing website we've created for it. I really, really love what the team has done. I provided creative direction, like a little bit of art direction on this. I would say mostly more strategic direction, but David handled the design of this, Corey handled the build, and I am super impressed by what they've created. So it reflects a lot of what we see inside our app, but I like the touches like this here, where it's like, imagine yourself in this space. There's a little CTA for it in the middle. You can click on all these creators and yeah, see what their topic is, what creator types they are, go view their profile. But my absolute favorite part of the site is this tool here. This was something that I advocated for us to build. I was like, we need to have some cool interactive experience on the site. And there was a little bit of pushback because this is not something we've done before for a campaign. And you know, usually our approach would be to create a feature page, which is something more like this here, which is great and is also very necessary. But I just felt like if we could create a cool experience that people wanted to interact with, wanted to share, that it would go a long way for us. And we did it. We made the time to make it happen. We found other solutions for all the other things we needed to do so that we could have the time for it. So I'm gonna go through and show you, let's say this, which I think is the actual creator types I have saved to my profile. Design and marketing and branding. And as you can see, it's like super fun to interact with. And then I have between this many subscribers at the moment. Check out that cool loading animation. Ta-da! So then it recommends me these folks, which is super cool, and I can flip the card and find out more about them. If I feel like I want to see more matches, I can click here to start again. Ooh, I didn't notice that before. That's such a cute little arrow interaction Corey's added. And then this is an extra cool part, something we've not done before, is like generate a sharing image. So we do this and boom, here is all those folks presented as an image that I can go and download, tweet, post on Instagram, wherever. I love it. I think the team have done such a good job with this, and I hope this is going to be a really useful resource for creators, just even to honestly explore this part here and find like what other design creators are there. Go check it out. It'll be linked down in the description. But yeah, I am going to stay off the screen now, maybe go make myself a smoothie for a little boost of energy as well, and let's get prepped for the live stream. So after the live stream yesterday, I was pretty exhausted. It was a fantastic stream. I think it went off really well. All the tech worked like we needed it to. My favorite part of it was when we streamed the short film documentary that we've been working on as a brand studio team about the founding of ConvertKit. It's basically telling our founder Nathan's story. The reaction in the chat was I mean, it was incredible. I knew it was a great film, I knew it was a compelling story, but I had no idea that people would react the way they did and like start sharing their own stories. And apparently that was happening in person at the conference as well, because the film premiered at the conference later on that day. So that's super cool. I'm ending the week feeling like we're doing really good work and people are excited about what we're making, and that's just a good feeling, you know. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for launch day and all of the wonderful chaos that it included. Go check out creatornetwork.com and find your own matches. I'd love to see who you get, especially if you get me suggested to you in your like little group of 3 cards. I definitely want to see a screenshot of that. Thanks for watching, have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.